Number one, you got to build belief in this company. To do that, we come here. We look Mr. Garrow straight in the eye. As I'm sitting across from him at dinner, and he's buying me dinner in this restaurant where there's only me and him. You think I believe in this company now? You better believe it, man. Mr. Terry LaCour visiting his home, meeting his mom, washing dishes in his sink. You think I believe in this company? Yes! Absolutely! But that's why I come to Dallas, to build our belief. So when you go home, you can stand there and say, I met the owners of this company. I believe in them. And the people in your circle of influence will be influenced by your belief. You got to believe in this company. And you come to Dallas to do that. So go meet Mr. LaCour. Ask him the hard questions. If that's what it takes to build your belief. Because some of you will go home and you'll still have a little doubt. Go talk to him. That's why you pay the money to fly over here. Right? Yeah. And I tell my team that the whole time. You better not ask me questions when I go home if you come here. Because the man was right in front of you. You came here to Dallas, Texas to build your belief in this company. Go do it. Second belief you got to have is belief in your product. I'm pausing for a reason. You want to write it down? You want to write it down? Anybody? 4 beliefs. Because here's the thing. Take this information home and go give it to your organization. Help them build those areas of belief. How do you get belief in your product? Anybody know? Yeah, use it. Try it, try it, get yourself on it, sample it with some people, listen, and if you don't have enough time in the business, listen to other people's story. Melita Pedrina lost 40 pounds, dropped her blood pressure from 170 over 90 down to 120 over 80. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Finish First Fuentes, bone spurs, osteoporosis, lives pain-free right now. Raise your hand. Yeah! Lactose intolerant. Not anymore. See? Not anymore. We drink tea and eat cereal and eat ice cream. So he's the only one that gains weight on our product. Right? Carol, how many of you guys know this story? Raise your hand. She has diabetes, high blood pressure. Taking our product, her blood sugars come down, her diabetes is under control, her blood pressure went down to 130 over 64, and she's lost a lot of weight. Next to her, Kelowna Johnson, blood pressure 200 over 100, now it's 120 over 80, she lost 44 pounds. We don't know the story. So, believe in your product. Number 2, write this phrase down, facts tell. Stories tell! Every day of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Having a good time. Yeah, facts tell, stories tell. You gotta know the stories. And you gotta share it with people. I could go on and on forever and ever with the stories that we have in our team. But the only way you can get those stories is by getting the product out there and letting people try it. How many of you have seen the Las Vegas DVD? How many of you noticed I was a much fatter person there? I lost 44 pounds. I lost 40 pounds on our product. I mean, you gotta have that belief. Thank you. So number 1, belief in the product. Number 1, belief in the company. Number 2, belief in the product. How you do that, get it out there. If you're brand new, you don't have your own story, use somebody else's story. Use your upline story. Use your left line story. Use your right line story. Use yours. You don't have a downline, you're brand new. Use anybody's story. Okay? Just listen to the stories. And for those of us who are distributors, try, Miss Weave said it, Mrs. Weave said it. When you gotta have distributors at the whole meeting sharing the stories. And that's why you want other distributors there, so that they can share the stories with the people who are at that meeting. Number 3, you gotta have belief in this industry. Belief in the company, belief in the product, and then belief in network marketing, direct sales, LML, what? MLM, whatever. There's so many titles given to this business. I'll tell you what this business is. It is the purest form of capitalism on the planet, and I am proud to be a network marketer. Aren't you? Aren't you? Our country was founded on principles of start your own business. That's why people came here. Because in feudal Europe, you worked for a lord. You were a serf. You were a slave, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't control your destiny. Somebody told you what to do. You work for your whole life, and you have to pay taxes to the person. For your whole life. This country was created so you and me, we could do whatever we wanted, go out there and achieve our dreams. This industry is the purest form of capitalism on the planet, and you gotta love it. I don't believe you. Yeah, you got to. Because everybody out there is working a job. We all know what job is, right? Just over. It's the truth. Because of the indoctrination system that's become our education system. Okay? I love teachers. Don't get me wrong. It's not the people who teach, but it's the system. You start at a very young age. You get up, your parents tell you, get ready, come on, you got to go to school before the bell rings. You brush your teeth, you put on your clothes, you go to school, you sit down, and then they tell you in school, okay, sit in this chair, don't do anything out of turn, listen to the teacher, don't act out, and if you do good, you do your work, we're going to send a piece of paper in the mail home to you that says you're awesome. Pretty much how it goes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, the only difference between that and a job is your teacher's now your boss and your paper's now a paycheck. Am I right? Am I right? Oh crap, I'm late for work, I better do this, and I'm brushing my teeth in the car, putting on my lipstick because I got to be at work before the bell rings. Now I get to work and I'm like, I hope my boss doesn't see me, I hope my boss doesn't see me. You sit down at your desk, cubicle, whatever it is, you make like you're doing work, but you try to do as little as possible and get paid as much as you can. Right? Come on, don't lie. Right? Most of us at our job, we're trying to do just enough so we don't get fired, but not so much where we feel like we're working hard. And we can make as much money as we want. And then every 2 weeks we get a paycheck. They replace the report card. It's the system. And that's why most people come to look at this industry. They're so like, oh, this is different. It is. Because we've been taught through 40 hours of formal education to be a jobber. Employee, something like that. Job person. Okay? 40,000 hours of education taught you and I how to spend the rest of our life making rich people rich. And I love rich people. You gotta love them because we want to be rich people, right? Right. So do we love rich people? Yeah. Because we're rich people. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So the challenge is you gotta reprogram yourself. You gotta believe in this industry. This is the purest form of capitalism. This is what our country was based on. Come to this country, you go out there and you work and you own your labor. You own your labor. You get paid. You keep that money. It's yours. It belongs to you. And however successful you want to be, you can be. Nobody's here gonna tell you you can't do it. In fact, the beauty of this industry is that everybody is here rooting for you. Your upline wants you to be a millionaire. Why? Because they get 20%. So you got Jimmy Kayama, a distributor in my organization. He's on his way to a 3-star global leader. And I love the fact that that happens. Because I get 20%. But more importantly, pass that real fast. If you can help other people become successful, will you become successful? Yeah. And what would you rather have? You be a double diamond global leader and have no 2 stars or 3 stars in your team? Or have double diamonds in your team? Yeah. So you gotta understand that this industry is based on those entrepreneurial principles. And you gotta love it. Guys, when you leave this room, I hope you're on fire. Because what you have in the palm of your hands is freedom. Pure freedom. The challenge that comes with it is some people won't, some people will. Some of you are going to leave here today and that freedom is so overwhelming because you don't have anybody telling you what to do, you're going to freak out and quit. Crazy. Instead of stepping up and getting excited and trying to figure it out until you succeed. Because it's your freedom. It's your life. You got to make it happen. Nobody's going to do it for you. If it's going to be, it's up to me. Can we all say that? If it's going to be, it's up to me. I mean, we're going to be here to help you. Gosh, I'll do 8,000 three-way calls for you. But you got to call me first.